Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Something custom chemicals about the console fairly known. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Hey, welcome to WannaBet. We appreciate you tuning in as always. I am very excited to be back. I want to give a shout out to our buddy Eric Casillas for holding it down with Beltway Ben yesterday. How did it go in my absence, Beltway Ben? As I make sure I tweet, I get this out on my Twitter feed. How was everything yesterday? Did you miss me? Yeah, that's it.
We missed you very much. Yeah, it was good. It was a very nice show.
That sounds very sincere.
We missed you a ton. I mean,
excellent.
I was pretty upset as we were starting to
Really?
not see your face in the camera. It was pretty upsetting. Yeah.
You were immediately torn up. Yeah, I was torn up not being here. Good day at College Park, though, getting my son moved in. And a pretty decent day for me, decent little bounce back day for me as well. How did it go last night, Beltway Ben? Do you have the graphic or no?
Is it not on the screen? Should be on the screen.
I don't see it, but that could be a screwy thing on my end.
Is that goes on the screen, but does this one? For some reason, the graphic won't go on the screen. It says it's on the screen on my end,
well,
but
just
I don't see it.
There we go. There we go. I can't win a baseball bet to save my life right now, Beltway Ben, so I am laying off baseball today. If you've been watching this show all month and you're like, God damn, Jason, you destroyed MLB in August. You really don't have any baseball plays for me. When Garrett Crochet hit Austin Jackson in an 0-2 count yesterday, Beltway Ben, and then Jackson Holiday, the worst leadoff hitter in baseball, who had been in an 0-for-17 slump, hit a leadoff single. And then Garrett Crochet allowed that run to score to blow my first five minus 1/2 run. And I'm driving home from College Park. And as soon as that Austin Jackson gets hit, I start screaming like a mad person on 695. And my wife's like, what the hell's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm about to lose this bet. And she's like, the inning just started. And I'm like, trust me, I'm about to lose this bet. That's how it's going for me in MLB right now, Beltway Ben. And of course, the Astros win by 1 and not 2. But we're off to a great start in college football, are we not?
Yeah. Good parlay cash for me there. UAB minus 20.5. Trent Dilfer is a joke. I don't really know what else to say. That defense was getting torn up by Alabama State. So that was a tough loss. And then I also did lose our first 5 bet to put us down to we had not first 5, sorry. It was the first quarter under in the Rutgers game. I think that one lost within the first 3 possessions. So it wasn't a great day for me yesterday, but again, we had the past week we've been rolling and doing very, very well.
How about 10 total points in that Akron-Wyoming game, huh? That under,
yeah.
3-0 at halftime. I felt pretty good about that under at halftime. And look, Miami of Ohio, I took it up to 18.5. When I put that in for Ben 2 days ago, it was at 17. Now, it moved for me. That thing ended up going to 18 or 18.5. That's why it's juiced. When I put that in, it was at 17. I wanted to get it over 18. That 17 scared me. Final score, Beltway Ben, 17-0. I did jump back on that at plus 18.5 at minus 115 when that line moved in our favor yesterday. But when I gave it out, if you're looking at that and saying that's a weird number, yeah, I gave that out 2 days ago when it was minus 17. So fired up for college football. That's been going really well for us. We're crushing it in soccer. I'm taking a step back from MLB, and I can't wait for NFL. First, second, third down are 3 favorite bets that we've made since our last show. 4th and long is really 4th and short. A quick hitter to get you paid on a game before it ends. Overtime, we continue to look at NFL Week 1 bets we love. First down, Beltway Ben, what you got? Oh, yeah, and Quinny P got scratched for me. That's the kind of luck I'm having in MLB. Quinny P, who 15 straight money line wins, gets scratched 90 minutes before starting first pitch. Whatever. It's the internet. I can say
it. Yeah. It is. You're right. It is.
Quinny F and P. They scratched Quinny F and P and move him back 3 days.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he might be hurt. He said he's fine. We'll see. That fraudulent-ass team starting to show their true colors. Here we go. We're going to go with Paul Skeens here. Over 6.5 strikeouts. Now, This is probably the first time that I've gone with him, I think, all year on one bet. I like Paul Skeens is a guy that I've stayed away from because I know every
it's
single
priced
bettor.
crazy. It's usually
It is.
priced crazy.
And every single bettor is running there to bet him, and you know that you're with all of the public. Nobody's taking Paul Skeens under, so it's not fun. But I do like the matchup for him. And the Red Sox have been very good avoiding swing and miss lately. They have not been striking out a ton at home against right-handed pitching. Paul Skeens is a different breed, though. I mean, he's over this in 5 of his last 6 starts. So he's throwing well, looks good, and now you're going to give him in his first career start at Fenway Park with that crowd. I mean, this is one of the best parks in MLB history. He's going there for his first time. Pretty excited to just watch him pitch there in general, but just to get 7 strikeouts at minus 140 again, this is a guy that's been up and down, and we're seeing him pitch better. He's started the year very well, then kind of saw him fall off a little bit. He was giving up some runs. He wasn't getting a ton of swing and miss, but he looks back to normal now. I like him over 6.5 strikeouts at minus 140.
Excellent. First down, we are staying in college football. A little parlay here, not too sexy. Georgia Tech, San Jose State on the money line. Beltway Ben, you turned me on to this Georgia Tech matchup a couple weeks back. I know you're all over it. They've got an experienced, proven college quarterback. They've got a scheme and system that I think is pretty tried and true. Colorado lost everybody. I just need them to win here. I don't think Boulder's an incredibly intimidating environment. Back in the day, maybe under Bill McCarthy it was. But I think Georgia Tech's got the better talent. I think they've got more cohesion. I think they've got a big advantage at the quarterback position. Colorado lost some unicorns last year. And then San Jose State, our buddy Tim Murray at VSiN thinks they are game to make it to the Mountain West Championship. He's been talking about this San Jose State team on our show for weeks. I dug in on this matchup. They're laying the 13.5, Beltway, Ben. Like, I think, I like them to cover the 13.5. I have played that. But here on the money line, right? San Jose State last year as a money line favorite, 5-0. Central Michigan last year as a money line underdog, 1-7. I just think it's men against the boys. Do you have anything to add? You are the college football expert.
I will get a little bit more into this game in a little bit. Central Michigan, they have a new coach. Matt Drinkle takes over. He was at Army. Some places I'm like, all right, well, now you're going to have to prepare for an Army-style offense. We know what Ken's done a million times, so I do not think this is a favorable matchup for Central Michigan whatsoever. So I do like this parlay. I will be tailing it. We absolutely need him to win, and I'll get to that game in a little bit. But on to second down, I'm going to stick with the MLB here, second down. I'll go to that football game actually. Make it easier. We will go to Central Michigan under 17.5 points. I just mentioned it. Drinkle takes over. He was the offensive line coach at Army, and there's rumors that he's bringing that Army-style offense to Central Michigan. Now, as I just said, certain schools, I'm like, that's going to be tough to defend. You don't defend it a lot. You don't understand it. Ken, I know he's an offensive-minded coach, and I know he handles a lot of offensive things, but he has been preparing for an Army-style offense
forever.
20 years. I mean, when is he not?
Yeah, I mean, it's all
every single year. And there's other teams
biggest game of the year.
Done it. Right. And his offenses have done similar things. So he knows how to stop what they're going to be up against. And Ken, I mean, their teams are always good. They're always ready to play. And they held opponents under this total in 2 of their first 3 games last year. I'm expecting Ken to have the guys ready to go. Again, an Army-style offense is what the reports say. That should be exciting to watch Ken face that again since he's won over San Jose State in just year 2.
Excellent. Second down, we've been having a lot of success in soccer markets. We're going to Die Bundesliga! Sprechen Sie Deutsch! Wolfsburg. You know what Wolfsburg's famous for, Beltway, Ben?
I don't.
They make a brand of car. They make a brand of car in Wolfsburg. You care to guess? Hazard a guess on what German car is manufactured in Wolfsburg?
Not very smart with cars, so I'll let you just tell me.
Herbie the Love Bug. Does Herbie the Love Bug mean anything to you? It doesn't, does it? Herbie
Not
the
at all.
Love Bug?
No.
Punch Buggy, no punch backs. Does that mean anything to you?
I've heard. I participated in it growing up, yeah.
So do you know what a punch? Who makes the buggy? Who makes the buggy that you punch on?
Oh, you see a punch buggy, you punch it. Oh, you're saying they make it.
Volkswagen.
Okay.
Volkswagen.
Oh, okay.
Volkswagen is manufactured in Wolfsburg. It's
Okay.
also where Bundesliga home victories are manufactured. Beltway Ben.
Absolutely.
Scheisse! Google
Whatever
that.
that means,
I just
yeah.
cussed. I just cussed in German. I just said shit in German.
Oh, yeah.
Look, why do I like Wolfsburg? Well, I like saying Wolfsburg. I like saying Sprachen Sie Deutsch? Wolfsburg's last 7 matches against FC Mainz. They're 4 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws. Wolfsburg's got a plus 10 goal differential in those 7 matches against FC Mainz. Wolfsburg generally very good at home. Mainz traveled pretty well in the Bundesliga last year, but traditionally don't. Mainz played FC Köln. We would pronounce it as Cologne in the first match of the season, Beltway Ben. Mainz lost 1-0 to a Cologne team that was just promoted from the 2nd division. That's usually not a good sign. I'm giving this to you now. Match isn't played till Sunday. I got this at plus 120, okay, 3 days ago. You can now find it if you look around at plus 105. By tomorrow, I'd be shocked if this isn't minus 115, minus 110, something like that. So I want to give this to you guys while you can still get plus money on Wolfsburg to beat a lesser Mainz team at home. Oh, yeah, Wolfsburg, 3-1 victory in week 1. I like the way their attack looked. Third down, Beltway Ben. Scheisse!
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you say it?
Learning.
Can you say Scheisse?
I'm not.
Scheisse.
I'm going to pass. I will pass on that.
Come
Third
If
down.
Wolfsburg win and you tailing it cash, will you come on the show Monday and say Scheisse?
I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I don't.
Okay,
Again,
that's fine.
I don't. I've never. I don't even know what it means. A shit,
Means
right?
shit.
It means shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I prefer cussing in English. But third down, we will get to the MLB. 2.5 over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Thought this was our second down play, but I forgot I moved it around because I actually do really like Jordan tonight with the matchup that he gets. Jordan Alvarez, 8 for 21 with 3 home runs against Tyler Anderson in his career. Jason and I have pointed out a million times on this show, Tyler Anderson is one of the most lucky pitchers in the MLB when he takes them out. But most of that stuff happens at home. When he goes on the road, 5.45 or 5.74 ERA, opposing batters are slugging 5.45 against him. And we've seen that a ton in the second half. He's been getting hit hard. 351, 440, 649 slash line for left-handed hitters against Anderson when he pitches on the road. He's a reverse splits guy. Those 2 seamers that move in, the sinker that moves in to left-handed bats and usually catches the barrel. Jordan Alvarez is a different breed from the left side. We saw him go yard 2 nights ago. Still probably trying to find his footing, right? He pinch hit yesterday and walked, and you're always worried about hits, runs, and RBIs, especially a 2.5 number when he walks so much. But I do think he's going to do some damage back in that park tonight at plus 125.
I really like that bet, Beltway Ben, and I really want to grab my guy Meatball here and hold him up. But that would just F your bet up with what's going on with me and MLB right now. So I'm not putting that mojo on you. I'm sitting it out. I need to hit an MLB big boy bet on my own, away from the Discord, away from this show. Like, I need to just get out of that rut. Thought it was going to be Crochet on the first 5 yesterday with a 2-run lead
Looked like
and
a
1
lot.
out in the 5th. Yeah, until he hit Austin Jackson. Hit a number 9 hitting catcher on an offense that sucks. Yeah,
And an 0-2
so I'm going to
count.
leave that alone.
0-2 count. It was an 0-2 count.
Hit him. Yeah, ran it right up in on him. I knew right then. Started screaming in the car. My wife's like, what the hell's wrong with you? Said I can't hit an effing MLB bet to save my life these last 2 days. We're going to the EPL, Beltway Ben, and we're going to Chelsea West London Derby against the far less posh Fulham. I love asking you questions, Beltway Ben. You have any idea who owns FC Fulham? They own a football, an NFL football team that sucks ass every year. I'll give you a hint. And they play in the South. And they play in Florida, and it's not the Dolphins.
Oh, I was going to say Tepper.
And the Bucks don't suck ass every year. So who is it?
I was going to say Tepper. Khan.
No, he's not in Florida. Jacksonville, the Cons.
So I said Khan.
Owned Fulham. Oh, you did? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, the Cons. You got it. Yeah, Jacksonville, Fulham. One and the same. Look, Chelsea managed not to score week 1, even though they held the ball for like 80%. And took like 20 shots. That was against Crystal Palace's game. I don't like Fulham in the back nearly as much. Chelsea put up a 5-spot last week. Now they go back home where they couldn't score week 1. I think this is a rough spot for Fulham. Chelsea's the better side. Chelsea has a significant injury concern up front. I really don't care if he plays in this match or not. I still think Chelsea's good for 2 goals here. Chelsea, though, look, they're going to play an attacking style. I think they're going to come out and try to score in the first 15, 30 minutes of this match, if you like playing in those markets. If they do or if they don't, I still think they can concede one here. That gives me a little bit of pause. If you like over 2.5, I don't mind it. But really, I just think Chelsea's out to score at least 2 goals in this match and not mess around with it. If you're looking for an anytime goal scorer here, Raul Jimenez, who we made some money on this summer when he was with Mexico, I like the way he's playing for Fulham. I could see him scoring on a set piece, maybe a header in this one. But we like Chelsea to win this match. We like Chelsea to score at least 2 goals. If you want to get cute, and I have, Chelsea to win this match 2-1, 3-1, or 4-1 plus 330. But for our purposes here, Chelsea money line and Chelsea to score at least twice. 4th and short, Beltway Ben.
4th and short, I will be going to the MLB, and it's a little different than what we usually run. This cashes with a nerf fee, but I'm paying 10 extra cents to get this like this.
Oh, wow.
First inning tie. Now, if
interesting,
we see if the Giants give up 1 in the first inning, Orioles, we still have a chance to cash. Now, if there's 2 or more runs scored by the Giants in the first, or the Orioles in the first inning, I would guess that we're probably going to lose. But 1 run, you never know. And the other day, we had a situation, I don't remember if it was my nerf fee or yours, where a team scored a few runs, and the other team responded and tied it up. And I'm like, well, like 10 more cents, it would have cashed, like looking at it. And then I saw the play today, and I was just going to go with the nerf fee.
It was the Reds-Dodgers game. It was the Reds-Dodgers 1-1.
It was a tie, right? Yeah, tied, yeah.
1-1.
So I do like a tie here. Dean Kramer, barring his last start, he's been great. He's been awesome. Figured things out. And the Giants offense, like, they're turning around, and it's starting to scare me, right? They take 2 of 3 from the Brewers. They take 3 from the Cubs, and it's like, where was this team when they just traded for Devers and they figured things out? They're getting more healthy. I get it. Dominic Smith is hitting better than anybody could have imagined, but I do think it slows down a little bit against Dean Kramer. I would also suggest taking his 4.5 strikeouts at -130. You can mark that down as an official play for me. I think that's way too low for him. But then we have Robbie Ray on the mound at home where he's been dominant in an Orioles lineup where, listen, you could find a kid, D3, that has a 7 ERA. If he's lefty and can throw strikes, he'll probably be able to get some outs against an Orioles team. So I do like the Orioles-Giants first inning tie at -140.
Excellent. We've had a great there we go. Circle, spiral. Let's look to NFL week 1. And I looked at 2 first half plays that I really liked. And neither one had tremendous value on their own. If you put them together, Beltway Ben, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, we can get some plus money. Look, I think Cam Ward is in trouble here at Mile High Stadium against the Denver defense. That's elite in pressure rate. It's elite in sack rate. They've got some shutdown pieces in the secondary. You're playing in a weird environment. Kickoff time. I think Tennessee's walking into a hornet's nest there. So do I think like the Denver standard first half line right now is 4.5. I'm taking it down to 2.5, saying they win the first half by a field goal. I also really like Denver to win both halves in that game at +130. I don't think that's going to be there that much longer. Denver to win both halves, +130. And then Arizona, just can they be 1 point better than it's Rattler, right? They went with Rattler over the 30-year-old rookie down there in New Orleans. Yeah. Arizona starts seasons well. Kyler Murray on the road early in the season usually is money. Go look at what the New Orleans Saints do and don't do stopping tight ends. I'm going to give you a little hint. They don't stop tight ends. I like McBride, long reception over 20.5 in that game. I just think Arizona is going to be able to move the ball on the Saints. The Saints' home field advantage has dissipated. So give me Arizona to win the first half. Give me Denver to win the first half by a field goal or more. It would not surprise me if Denver's defense in the first half of that game, Beltway Ben, outscores Tennessee's offense. It's another little one you might want to look into. But yeah, we're going to have a lot. I've done a lot of work on week one. I've placed a lot of bets on week one, and I'm going to try to give you the ones I like the most between now and the start of the NFL season on Thursday. It's almost here, Beltway Ben, Thursday. Overtime with football of some sort. Are you college? Are you pro? Where are you, Beltway Ben?
I went pro. I did go with a week one prop that, just given the situation, the more and more I look at it, the more I cannot get off of David Njoku props in week one. When you look at what he's done, he's dominated the Bengals through his career playing with the Browns. But the Bengals allowed 66 receiving yards per game to tight ends last season. That was the third most in the NFL. All year was an issue. It was a glaring issue for most of the year. Okay, you tell me, move on from the defensive coordinator that I'm not sure he was the issue. You have to have pieces to make a defense work. They don't have the pieces. So now you're still going to have a bad defense. And Joe Flacco, we know how much Joe loves throwing the ball to his tight ends. That is his favorite position to work to. He's done it everywhere he's been, especially in Baltimore where we are, and we saw a ton of it. The Browns are going to be playing from behind. They're going to be throwing the football all game. I don't think we'll see Dylan Sampson and Jerome Ford running the ball a ton in the second half, but I do expect Joe Flacco to be throwing the football around. I might get to a passing prop of his later in the week. Still kind of going back and forth how much I like it, if I want to give it out on this show or what. But I do think David Njoku has a very good week, as he always does, against the Bengals, over 44.5. And again, shop it around. I talked to you about it yesterday on this show with EK. College or NFL, you're going to see us, when we give out props, we're going to have to tell you, especially to shop it around, because the NFL, these lines are so accurate. And if you can buy 2 yards here or there on a certain book, you are saving so much money because it's so crazy. This will finish at 45, and all of a sudden, say DraftKings has it at 46.5. You lose by 2 yards, but you cash the 44.5.
Well, the other thing you have to do, and you guys are going to find this out, like most of my NFL plays, the ones I'm putting real money on, I got them in by Tuesday morning for the following Sunday because they move. They move quickly, and especially on the props, they move real. If you're on and over, you better get in on it early, because when you look at what you could have got Tuesday when it populated or Wednesday morning versus where it is an hour before kickoff, it's apples and oranges. Overtime, we are going to the kickoff game for me. We talked about this game a lot. Get that -7. There's one book you can still get it at. I'm not going to tell you the book because F all the books. I'm not giving them free advertising. There's a lot of people out there who all they do is shill fake bets for real money from sports books to lose your money for you. We're the exact opposite. You can still find a -7. If you go to that book, you can also play it at -8.5 for +118. I have done both. This was men versus the boys before the Micah Parsons trade. Oh, yeah, corollary, the Micah Parsons trade. Beltway Ben, since we launched this show May 21st, what NFL team have I been talking about in futures markets more than any other? Where I've played the quarterback, where I've played him to win the division, where I've played him to win the conference, where I've played him to face the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. What team would that be? I know you know the answer to this one. The Packers.
I was on a few of them with you.
Try to find 4-1 to win the division now. I dare you. I dare you. Try to find it. So anyway, the Eagles last year beat the Cowboys by a combined score of 75-13. The Eagles in those games ran the ball 38 times for 187 and 42 times for 179. Fair to say they dominated time of possession. Without Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott is not getting short fields. He's not getting the turnovers that he got from the defense in years past. Dallas cannot run the ball. And this is what Dallas did last year, stopping the run. 25 rushing touchdowns allowed, most in the NFL. They were 29th in defensive rush success rate and 31st in defensive rushing EPA. Philadelphia can run the ball. Now, you can tell me, hey, Jason, I've looked at the numbers. Dallas is 7-1 against the spread playing division games in September since 2017. You know what I would say to that person? 6 of them were against the Giants, who haven't won the division since 2011. This ain't the Giants. This is an Eagles team coming off a Super Bowl win against the team that they know they can physically dominate. We're also on Jalen Hurts under 27.5 pass attempts. Why does he have to throw the ball when they can run it 40 times and win by 3 scores? We're also on the Hurts anytime touchdown. As I told you, Dallas allowed 25 rushing touchdowns last year. Get it while do you have me?
You're back.
Ben, can you
You're
hear
back.
me? This has
You're back.
rarely happened. I'm
I
back.
know.
Is it me? I mean, my thing shows that I'm logged into the Ethernet the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you just paused. I still see myself at just
I'm all
randomly
messed
start
up.
pausing. You what? Look, you take one day off, and this is what we get.
It's got to
I
be my
mean-
fault. It all goes to hell. I can't hit a baseball bat. Quinn Priester gets scratched randomly 90 minutes before a freaking first pitch for 3 days. I mean, everything's messed up. Thank goodness everything went all right up at college. But well, here's it. I don't have any more kids to move into college, so I'm pretty much here. You know. Now tomorrow, Saturday, we're gonna go early because I
think we're losing him again. If you guys are watching, you could leave in the comments. I want to make sure it's not me. I see Jason Pauls right now. You there?
when mine toggles back and forth to Wi-Fi, it usually shows up. I don't know. And Rocco's not here playing the video games because he's at college, so he's not knocking me off the Ethernet. There's nobody knocking me off the Ethernet. Jesus, man. I don't know what it's the ghost of my bad baseball bets. So anyway, that's the show. We're going to be early on Saturday. We're going to be early on Sunday to get you ahead of some stuff. We're here forever for the most part. Thanks to EK for holding it down yesterday without me. Let's win some goddamn bets today. And when I hit a Major League Baseball bet again, I'll give you some back on here. But for now, I got it. I'm jinxed. Want to bet?